Thank you, Chair Bochco, Vice Chair Padilla, and Commissioners. For this morning, I'm Denise Serkineff with the South Orange County chapter of the Surfrider Foundation. We are very happy to see decommissioning moving forward. This is an important step toward restoring the site and any potential contamination that has occurred over the past 40 plus years that Songs has been in operation. We also appreciate staff's special condition to ensure that demolition activities move forward as safely as possible and there is adequate mitigation. As was mentioned yesterday on the Songs Wheeler Reef project, that it's now inadequate. Surfrider has worked for years to encourage Edison to increase their on-site safety precautions. We were able to secure increased monitoring of groundwater levels, sea level rise, and coastal recreational sites in the vicinity of Songs in the Lands Commission lease to help track potential hazards. Yet, Edison's track record for erring on the side of caution is rather poor, and we have raised extremely valid concerns. We've seen negligence on numerous occasions, including the near-drop event that's been mentioned many times today. There is one important oversight in the decommissioning plan. If the cooling pools are deconstructed as proposed, Edison will not have a canister repair mechanism in the unlikely event of a damaged canister. The pools can be used to remove the spent waste from a damaged canister and transfer it to a new canister. In our conversations with Edison, they've stated that they are on track to have an alternative repair mechanism ready before pools are deconstructed, but they failed to make that commitment in their project description for this permit. We urge the Commission to require Edison have an alternative repair mechanism on site, readily available, and with third-party verification before the cooling pools are deconstructed, which is the very subject of this permit. According to nuclear waste experts, including the Union of Concerned Scientists, spent nuclear fuel is at a much lower risk when stored in the sealed canisters compared to storage within cooling pools. Cooling pools do pose a higher risk due to their high concentration of closely packed spent fuel rods, reliance on ocean water and intake, and a source of electricity. They're also at a higher risk to damage from terrorism and other geological instability events of nature. As such, with transferring the spent fuel from pools and into the dry storage where it can continue to cool until ready for transport to a safer off-site location. We ask the Commission consider today to require the cooling pools remain on site temporarily in case of emergency and only until an alternative canister repair mechanism is readily available and on site, which according to Edison will be in the near future, but we don't know what the near future means. And I'm going to turn this over to Mandy Sackett from our headquarters.
Hi, Mandy Sackett. I'm going to have to talk fast here. Surfrider's focus is, an ultimate goal is to find a federal solution to our nation's spent nuclear fuel crisis. Surfrider staff members are on Congressman Levin's San Onofre task force. They're helping to move the nation forward on this issue. We are strongly opposed to the permanent or long-term storage of radioactive waste at the Songs site. It's way too close to the coast, geologically unstable, within a densely population. I think we're all on the same page on that. So, we'd like to just comment that Special Condition 6, the mitigation fee, we feel strongly that those funds should be earmarked for a very local project. The local offshore and nearshore environment has suffered greatly. Boiling hot water has been discharged for decades. The staff report explains that while the plant was operating, there was an average mortality of 20 metric tons of adult and juvenile fish each year due to the impingement of these open ocean intakes. So we want to see that local. Right now the staff report says southern bite. We want to see that narrowed down. We're really hoping it could even go to the adjacent San Onofre State Beach. Highly eroded. We could do a living shoreline project down there. These are funds that we're just really hoping that can be utilized within the area. And I'd also just like to mention that given the impacts of the seawall in front of the power plant and the drastic impacts to public access, we'd also like to see this further addressed. We'd like to see the parking lot that Edison will be using for staging and decommissioning to become available for use by San Onofre State Beach as sort of a sublease in the future. So once decommissioning activities are finished, and the the parking lot, eventually the parking down at San Onofre State Beach will be lost due to sea level rise. And so this parking lot adjacent that Southern California and Edison currently leases will be very important. So thank you for your time.
Thank you.